Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. What is going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Marcus Speaks Live, the very podcast that gives you trending topics, other random things, and also my opinion. So, how about we hop right into it? I don't want to waste no time. Let me get my captions right before I even do anything. So, welcome to this here podcast. If you could please like this video, share this video to your friends and family, as well as your social medias, as well as comment in the live chat, because I am sitting here waiting to see what you guys have to say, as well as please subscribe and hit that bell icon to also you can get all of my notifications once I go live, and as well when I post a video. So, you might be a little like off, maybe, not sure. So my video and my audio probably is off by a little bit, maybe. I don't think so. All right, cool. We cool. I'm sorry. All right, so people, once you subscribe to Marcus Speaks here on YouTube, I would like for you, if you could, go into my description box, hit that Rumble link. You should see it. It's the tags, it's the description of the show, and I think after that starts all of the links where you can find me as far as social media and other places. So you can hit that Rumble link. Once you get the Rumble, you should see, it's the Marcus Speaks page. Please do me a favor. I'm so sorry. My damn alarms. Come on, give me the damn Alright, that was so annoying. Once you guys, what was I talking about? Oh, once you get to the Rumble channel, please follow me over there because I checked, I have 12, which is only one more than usual. So I need 13 more people to subscribe to me over there so I can start streaming. But that doesn't stop me from asking you guys to please tell your friends and family about this show here on YouTube. Then give them the instructions to go ahead and watch me live. And then tell them once you're here, go to the description box, hit that Rumble link so Marcus can start streaming on Rumble as well. All right. I might start other places streaming again. I used to go all over the place wherever I was at. But now I don't do that. I just focus on one spot, build one spot. But I feel like, because I was looking at some of my numbers on Rumble, I was like, hey, maybe I should start, really pushing this. So please, go ahead, hit that Rumble link, follow me on Rumble so I can start streaming live. Because what I want to do, what I will get to later, is I want to start streaming over there because I want to start taking phone calls. The phone lines is always up, but I would like if you guys could start calling in because once things get spicy, once I can start streaming on Rumble, I can just cut this link. We can continue on Rumble and we can say whatever the hell we want over there. All right? So, please do me that favor because I would highly appreciate that. All right? Now, every Friday I do this here podcast. Every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Saturdays I do Marcus Speaks Play, which is my gaming stream. We just finished Spider-Man 2 last Saturday. It was an 8-hour stream. I got through it, pushed through it, and it came out good. So from now until the end of January, Marcus Speaks Play is on a hiatus. You'll just get the podcast, and that is it. All right? But that's just until when Suicide Squad the Justice League comes out. All right? So I'm looking at that. I was looking at a few other games before, and those two games I don't like, which is the Prince of Persia game and the Avatar game that just came that's coming out soon. I don't like those games, so we're gonna wait until at the end of January to start anything over there. And yeah, that's about it. But yes, Market Speaks Play comes on Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But like I said, it's on a hiatus until the end of January. If you would like to come up here and come talk to me, you can. Because if you look in the live chat, that white bar that's sitting on the very top, if you press that bar, you'll get a drop down and you get the link that is in there. As well as the link that you also get the number that is also at the bottom of the screen, as well as you can see it right there in the live chat. Okay? If you call that number, I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Somebody calling. Let me check it. You know what I'm saying? And then you guys can speak to me about the topics that I'm presenting to you guys tonight. All right? We can argue, debate, whatever you want to do, we can do that. All right? Let's throw that in. But with that comes rules. So, rule number 1, you must be on camera at all times if you're going to hit that link. That means here on the backstage, I need to see who I'm about to talk to. If you don't want to follow any of the directions, I'll just boot you. It's that simple. All right? If you want to do that, just call in with the call-in number. I don't need for you to not follow directions. But rule number 2, if you don't want to be on camera to the public, that is fine. There's a question back here that I would like for you to answer, as well as a couple other things that you need to know before coming up here. What I need for you to do, I need for you to answer the question with a yes or no, along with your name. So, give me your answer, give me your name. I'll see it right here, whatever name that you typed in before coming up. I'll see it. I'll be like, okay, so-and-so, come on, I'm about to bring you up. If you don't want to be on camera, I will tell you, turn your camera off before coming up, and then I'll bring you up, okay? Now, rule number 3 applies to both the link and the number, and that is, please, mute all background noise. I cannot say that enough. Mute all background noise, because if you're loud, either on the phone line or with the link, I will boot your ass. All right? I'm trying to run at least a semi-professional podcast stream. I'm at least trying to hear what you have to say. I don't need you ruffling chips. I don't need you chewing. I don't need your baby or your dog crying in the back. I don't need to hear none of that. I need to hear your voice and your voice only. So, do me a favor, please use headphones with a good and workable mic. All right? Now, and please, with all of that, please, okay? With sugar on top. Anyway, please like this video, subscribe if you're new here, hit that bell icon to all, comment in the live chat, and as well, share this to your social media and your friends and family. So, if you guys have ever watched my stream, you know I like to play videos. You know why? Because I do. It helps me further my point of what I'm going to be talking about tonight. So, with that being said, instead of me telling you exactly what fair use is, this is exactly what fair use is. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, this is acting dumb. Hold on. Just play the goddamn fair use. Anyway, I'll say it. Federal law, hold on, warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. That's exactly what fair use is. All right, for some reason, it didn't want to work tonight. I don't know why, but anyway, we will push on. So, like I said, the things that I'll be saying to you tonight comes in two parts. Well, really three parts if you include the video. So, this comes in three parts. Video, article, and my opinion. All right? Some of those is not really in that order, but it, whatever. Let's get some music going up in here. So, like I said, video, articles, in my opinion. All right? All articles and all videos are credited in the description box below. So if you go down there, you'll see in the description box, you'll see credited articles and then credited videos. All right. Every video that I will be playing tonight is accredited with the author of its video, but not the author of the the author of the article of which is the company, but not the writer. I don't put that down because that's really not that damn important to know. Oh, well, who wrote this? You'll see once you go there. Just highlight it, copy it, put it in your search engine, and then boom, you'll get to the article from Google. I don't have links other than my links. I don't have links to these videos or articles. I don't play that shit. But with that being said, like I said, all articles and all videos are credited in the description box as well. Articles have been altered from its original form due to plagiarism. All right? Now, why don't we get into today's show? Why don't we? So, what I like to do before, I want to try something though when I do this. So, I like to do a thing called short banner. It's basically a warm up before we get into all the topics that I will be presenting to you guys tonight. So, today's first, today's short banter, I'll be talking about the lovely Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish has been on quite a stir lately. Tiffany, which I believe it was last week, if not the week before, I was going to do short banter on her because she was complaining about the people that worked for her. But some things came up, so I had to switch it. So this week, kind of like news really isn't flowing because it's the end of the month. Holiday one holiday just ended. We're about to get into a new one. So it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, so I have a video that I want to show you guys. And how I want to do it, because I have a new way of how I want to do it. And hopefully I can do it that way. If not, so why don't I just start playing it, and then when it gets to the part where I need it at, I'll open up the video part. So let me take her down. Let me see if it works. If not, we'll do it the old way. So let's try it. I don't mean it. Damn, I just got flagged. Okay, let's start it. What happened last night? Oh, damn. Yeah? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, it's working. Cool. But how loud is it? I pray to God to send me a man with a job. Preferably in uniform. God answer my prayers. right. I don't need this anymore. Is there a dark setting on this? All right.
Well, guys, it seems like a bad.
Okay, so what you just heard was Tiffany Haddish explaining her recent DUI. So she just got into she just called a DUI or whatever. Um I guess, since she's not getting any roles right now, uh she's having to go back to the comedy club and having to do her thing. And what's funny is what's funny is that when she caught the DUI and an audience member went to go yell out and say, "Hey, tell us about the DUI," and she's like, "What are you talking about? Ain't nothing going on over here. I'm chilling." And she's like, chilling. And
Baby is having a.
all right, I need this in. Wait, I'm trying to set up my next video. All right, cool. Y'all see it. I don't even know why it's still up. Anyway, um, all right. So when she was asked about it, she played it off. She played it smooth, like, "Nah, I ain't got no DUI." She and then she further explained. I don't know if you guys could hear it well, because I had to mess with the sound because I didn't want it to be like too loud. So can I guess I can or can I? Let me refresh it real fast.
Well, guys, it seems like a bad baby is having. And bad baby says she just been.
Oh, come on. I don't want to hear that. I might have to do it the old way because this way seems like it's not really working that well.
Well, guys, it seems like a bad baby.
All right. I want to mess with the sound. Now, please get to the sound. All right. Turn that up to get this back to where I needed it. So, sorry for the delay. I'm working on like a new way to show you guys the videos because the way that I was doing it was causing my stream to skip, and I'm not too sure if this way works better or not. But and I can't really control anything on here that well either.
So Kiki Palmer all the.
Hold on. Let me open it, and then this was not. That's what's caused me not to be able to do it. All right. So getting back to it. Sorry. So Tiffany Haddish explained it through comedy, basically, saying that she wrecked her car's totaled, stuff like that. But Tiffany has been going through like a lot lately, like a lot lately, and it's sad because she's lost movie roles, she's lost other things, what I'm saying, as far as entertainment goes. And it's sad because someone as talented as her, when implicated in that that skit she did with Ari Spears, it kind of tarnished her reputation, as well as her staying power on the industry. So my whole thing with this is I, I feel like Tiffany is a good person. She shows it, and she she's relied on by a lot of people, as far as people in her family. And I feel as though that when she was implicated in that skit, it kind of like it kind of made her, I would say it made her tougher because of how she's coming with her comedy. Because you check back a couple years ago when she headlined in Miami a few years ago. I think it was in 2019. She headlined in Miami, and she bombed the entire time. If you just listen to that, I think it's like a minute or so clip of her just doing crowd work. It was actually funny. It was actually funny. I kind of couldn't hear it because I was messing around with the sound, but when I watched the video before I presented it to you guys, I actually laughed. The shit was funny. So, with that, I have something else, and that is, let me bring the picture back up. Now, I want you guys to let me know what you guys think here. You guys don't know who this is. This is Keke Palmer right here. And then you see her mother and her baby father in the same screen. I believe this is Keke Palmer's podcast that they're on. Yes, the Keke Palmer podcast. Let me bring this over a little bit. Or I'm not sure what her podcast is called because I cut that part out. But anyway, Keke has a podcast. All right, and I believe her baby father right here, he also has a podcast. So, what you guys probably are wondering is why are these two? Well, why are all these three together? Well, the topic that they were speaking about was partnership and love and stuff like that. Now, I made a comment which I'm about to apologize for now. I made a comment when speaking about these two, or these three really, and I said that Keke probably didn't grow up with her dad the way that her mother acts. Now, that was wrong for me to say, and for simply in this interview, I found out that Kiki's mom and dad have been married for the past 35 years. So Keke and Kiki's mom, momager. I apologize for my comments. I meant them when I said them, but I apologize now and I take back what I said. All right? People, that's called accountability. All right? If you don't know what the hell I'm doing right now, it's called accountability. Anyway, so what I'm about to present to you guys is what the hell is going on right now with these two. And I'm pretty sure everyone wants to know, so let's see what's going on.
So Keke Palmer decided to not cancel but postpone the court date for her restraining order against her ex-boyfriend Darius Jackson. So according to People, it says in November the Nope actress 30 was granted her request for a temporary DV restraining order in temporary sole custody of their 9-month-old son Leotis Leo. I don't know how to say his last name. A hearing had been set for Tuesday, December 5th, and Darius, 29, was prohibited from all contact with them by being required to stay more than 100 yards away from Palmer and their son.
Now, we know that shit ain't happening. Because why would both of them agree to postpone a court hearing that they have regarding the shit that happened, what, 3 weeks ago? A month ago? Why would they both agree to that? Some people speculate that they back fucking. You know, they made their amends and they back fucking. Now, I'm not here to say if they are, if they're, or if they are not. I'm not here to say that. But as we all know, as we've seen before, with a lot other relationships, when they go through what I like to call the schisms. I like to call them, where one person one person is all, where they're both always on and off again. Like, I never understand those types of couples. They're always on and off or whatever. Like, you might see one at the club and you like, oh, where's Darius at? Oh, fuck Darius. Darius ain't shit. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. Right? I usually get the hell away from those women. I usually get the hell away from them. But then if you see Kiki, I'm sorry, if you see Darius by himself somewhere, like say at the store or something, like let's say you at the mall, you see him, you're like, oh, what's up, Darius? Give him a handshake, talk to him for a little bit. You go, where your girl Kiki at? Man, she bugging, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she always on my top. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we going through some bullshit right now, and whatever. She won't let me what do this and that and whatever, right? And then you never think nothing of it. You just like, oh well, they doing normal couple shit, arguing and all that other bullshit. But without knowing, they've been broken up for like 2 months. They not well. You can never really know for real what's happening. So let me just say this, just to make it flow, whatever. They've been broken up for like 2 months. They still seeing each other, and they're going through the schism of not seeing each other, but still fucking, but not agreeing to not see other people, but in a way they both doing their own thing on the side, but in a way they not entertaining other people because they're really about to get back together or whatever. Like, I never understand those relationships at all. Like, I've never been in a relationship like that where we're on and off or whatever. Because once either of us say, I don't want to see you anymore or whatever, I'm done. Like, it's like, all right, whatever. Like, if I'm around you, you so happen to offer the pussy, I'm going to take it. Not Diddy take that, but, if you offer it to me, would you like some pussy today? What year is that pussy or whatever? It's a 1988 pussy that's been aged for the past 35 years. Uh yeah, if that's all you got, I'll take that pussy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. I'm not on the side of I'm a Diddy, take that pussy, you know what I'm saying? Like take that, take that, take that. That's probably where he got that shit from. More on Diddy later though. I got some more information about him. But anyway, let's get back into this video and see what the hell's going on.
According to a court filing from this week, the exes requested to have the court date rescheduled in order to allow the parties time to attend mediation. The parties request that the mediation and petitioners DVRO be continued to a mutually agreeable date. They originally had court order mediation set for November 29th. Palmer and Jackson also agreed that the orders outlined in the temporary restraining order shall remain in full force and effect until the rescheduled hearing, according to the documents obtained by People. So a lot of people on social media is not liking this at all. Now, Kiki Palmer even did a podcast with Dr. Drew, if I'm not mistaken, and they talked about the A word. So excited because
Before they get into that, like I said, people are speculating that they're back together, which means they fucking like there's nothing other than that we can think of that they fucking again. They're trying to work out their differences. Now, I don't know what the hell meditation's gonna do. Maybe they're on that spiritual bullshit that all them Californians is on. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I like to take long walks on the beach and all that other funny business that them Californians be on, yo. Like I don't really be getting down. Like I watch some California podcasters, not all, but the ones that I do, they're either religious or they're on that side of spirituality. I'm spiritual, and half the time they don't be making sense. Like like for real, they don't be making sense. And so, okay, they're going on, I guess, a meditation retreat, so they can get to know their inner selves and work out their differences with themselves and stuff like that. Maybe ayahuasca's gonna be there. Maybe, who knows? Nobody knows. But with that, it's like, what the hell's really going on with these people? Like, what's really going on? Now, after they explain this, I'll cut it, go to the main topic of the night, because we want to know. We want to know what's going on with these two. All right? So, let's do it.
This gets me into what I wanted to also talk to you about, which is when we talk about abuse, right? It comes from many different things. But I think this is the problem when people find themselves in a dynamic, is what you just said. I have compassion. I know where this is coming from. You know, you're not a terrible person. You're just dealing with this thing that makes you respond this way. But it's interesting because, quote unquote, the action of is seen the same way as narcissism, and it's also not really seen as a mental health issue, right? It's kind of like people don't deem a person as somebody that's struggling with mental health issues, and yet are they? Because to hurt somebody and to go so far, something got to be wrong in your mind, right?
1,000%. That's absolutely.
Now, before Dr. Drew continues his statement, I would say so as well, because for somebody to hurt somebody, right? Like physically, and like I've told you guys before, I've been on the side of hurting somebody before. I told you I didn't like that side of myself after I did the work and realized what I have done and all that other stuff. And I have profusely apologized to this person every time I see them because not a day goes by that I don't stop thinking about where I went wrong with not being able to communicate to somebody through words. And it really like it digs at me sometimes because I never was that person growing up. Like I always ask myself, what was it about that particular relationship that had me acting like that? What was it? Were we not compatible with each other? Was what I was saying not getting through? What was wrong with me? What could I have fixed in the relationship to be able to communicate better? All this shit goes through my head a lot of times. And then when I get into relationships, I also think about that point in time of who I was, how I've changed, and how I can change for the better for the person that I'm with to make it work out, right? So, um, it's kind of on. I would say for their relationship or whatever that they are, I would say personally that Kiki does seem like, you know, when you see her in interviews and stuff like that, she's a very outspoken person. She's very articulate with the way that she feels about things and stuff like that. She's she's a strong person, right? I guess seeing, you know, her mom and dad, whatever, they probably drilled a whole bunch of positive energy into her. So she feels like that she has to conquer the world. That's just my personal, you know, opinion about her. And also, she's a superstar. You know what I'm saying? She's been acting since she's been a kid. She's been, you know, entertaining us since she's been a child. She's I guess a double threat. She can act and sing. I think she dances as well, so she's a triple threat. And you know, any role you throw at her, she can do. You know, I don't really like her singing all that much, but you know, that's to be judged. However, right? And to get back to, you know, her strong personality, maybe within Darius, he's not equally as yoked as she is. So it shows, right? When people aren't equally yoked compared to someone else, it shows, right? So, case in point. Person that I was with when she was growing up had both parents in the house. I didn't. I was not as equally yoked as she was. But it's a caveat in that. Her father was abusive, just like Darius is. And not only that, he was also an addict. So, although she's more, we're not as equally yoked to each other, there's also a downside to her being more yoked than what I am, right? There's a downside to it, you know what I'm saying? Although she got her father's love, her father was a functioning addict, you know, went to work, did the job, got paid, brought it home. But she had to see her father beat on her mother. And, you know, for her to experience the same damn thing, you know, it, like, having conversation with, well, I don't really have many conversations with her now, but after the fact, and having some years go by, us discussing our dynamics of where we went wrong, what could have happened for us to change certain aspects of ourselves and stuff like that, I started to really understand more out of the relationship than what I did while I was in the relationship. So, um, she had that, you know, that aspect of her life that wasn't as healthy growing up, but at the same time, she still had her father's love. Me personally, I know who my dad is. It's just that he wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of on the side of, I know who he is. I could get in contact with him whenever I wanted to, but he wasn't doing the day-to-day dad stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, we'll get into what Dr. Drew has to say, and then we'll end it after that, get into the main topic.
True. And it can be a lot of different things that set that up, right? It can be addiction. It can be, with your own
One Instagram user commented and said, "Now Kiki, what the F we mediating? Only thing y'all should be talking about is winning where he can pick his kid up at. Y'all have no words other than Leotis, Leo, baby Otis, and OO. What the hell kind of white issue got going on, girly?" And this
I'll just read that, and basically says, I'm actually concerned for her because he will likely use this against her down the line. Now, I will also say, true. This is why. I just showed you guys a picture of them together. Now, for all we know, this picture that I'm about to show again could very well have had been recorded before all that stuff happened. Before what we saw, all the pictures of him choking her over the couch and on the stairs and stuff like that. For all that we know, this episode of her podcast could have easily been recorded way before, right? She's a busy person, has a busy schedule. She doesn't have time to sit every day doing a podcast episode. She probably knocks them out or whatever. Whatever she talks about, I don't know. I don't watch her podcast. Probably knocks them out as is, and then boom, she's done. Sends them to the editor. Editor edits it up, posts it. Post dates it to something to where when they're released, and then they get released. So very well, this could have been done months prior. And with that, I don't know. I would have to say that their relationship dynamic probably isn't the best for the child. And meaning that if this is going to happen all the time, because either if it's jealousy or he doesn't make enough money, or, we saw how he reacted when it came to the whole Usher situation. We don't know how the rest of Leo's life from now until 18, how their relationship dynamic will be. We don't know if it will get better after this meditation stuff. We don't know if it'll get even worse because, he has a temperament that seems like he can't control. He needs to take some anger management, and Darius, it helps. Like, it really does. Like, it helped me. It'll help you. Not bullshit. So there's probably a temperament there that he has to work on himself. And that means away from his son, away from Kiki, away from Kiki's mom, away from his brother, of which his brother's been brought up on some SA abuse charges. Heard Kiki's mom say that he's experienced DA. Is it DA? Yes, DA. Um, and stuff. So, and I said that it could all stem from their father being abusive to their mother. And I said there's two sides to that coin. You can either go down the line of the dad, or you can go the different direction. Say, I'll never do that. I see how it hurt. How my mother was hurt, so I would never do that to any woman that I come in contact with. So, so I don't know. I don't know how to swing this because it's beyond me, really. Like, we can sit here, we can speculate, we can sit here and think that we know what their relationship dynamic is all about, and at the end of the day, we don't. We just know what we see, what they show, and what we hear. That's all we know. As far as what their relationship actually looks like without cameras, without the media putting a spotlight on it, we don't know. We can only speculate. So that was a little long banter than short banter, but that has concluded our short banter portion of the night. Let's get into the main topic of the night. And
damn, son, where'd you find this?
Tonight's main topic overview is Derek Chauvin stabbed in prison. So, if you guys were here last week, I did a breaking news segment that I've never done before. I read over a Daily Mail article because they're only one of the only news organizations I trust when it comes to certain things. So they had the story. So let's do a short recap real fast before we get into the update about this. So the title of the article that I have for you guys today is former Minneapolis cop is brutally attacked in Former Minneapolis cop is brutally attacked in medium security Arizona penitentiary. And I got this article which I read last week from the Daily Mail. Okay. So, let me get myself ready, Former Minneapolis officer Derek Chauvin has been stabbed by another inmate was stabbed by another inmate and seriously injured at the Arizona prison where he is serving a 22-year sentence for murdering George Floyd. All right? So, where are we at? Chauvin, 47, was attacked last Friday. AP reported at the Federal Correctional Institution in Tucson, Arizona, a medium security prison, that security lapses and staff shortages have plagued. The Bureau of Prisons confirmed that an incarcerated person was assaulted at FCI Tucson at around 12:30 p.m. local time Friday. In a statement, the agency said in response, employees contained the incident and performed life-saving measures before the inmate, who it did not name, was taken to a hospital for further treatment and evaluation. All right, now we're getting to the big leagues. Now we're getting to the update. Now, I get this article from People, and the title is Derek Chauvin is in stable condition and expected to survive stabbing attack. So, he got shanked up, you know what I mean? Stab, 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 you know what I mean? Stab, 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 stab. He got stabbed up, went to the hospital. They saying, he's good. He'll be in stable condition, probably in the hospital for a while. Then they'll put him back. Now, I don't know if he was in general population or not, but we will find out if he was. Now, what I have is a short video, and I like that this is working. I like that it's working. All right, let's go to the next thing.
Well, Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer convicted of murdering George Floyd in 2020, was seriously injured after being stabbed at the federal prison in Arizona, where he is incarcerated. Maggie Vespa has all the details on this story. Hey, Maggie, good morning.
Hey, Savannah, good morning. Yeah, while officials say Chauvin, who is serving both state and federal sentences, is expected to survive this attack, there are a lot of questions this morning as to how exactly this could have happened. And that being said, a quick warning, some of the information and some of the images in this story may be disturbing. This morning, former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin hospitalized after Chauvin, convicted of murdering George Floyd, was stabbed inside a medium-security federal prison in Tucson, Arizona. Chauvin was seriously injured but is expected to survive, a law enforcement source tells NBC News. The stabbing took place around 12:30 p.m. Friday, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, and required life-saving measures before Chauvin was rushed to the hospital. It's unclear what happened and who stabbed him. The Minnesota Attorney General stating, like any incarcerated individual, he should be able to serve his sentence without fear of retaliation or violence. Chauvin's attorney slamming the
Bullshit. We all know what happens in jail. Nigga, it's jail. Or prison. This is one thing people... Now, I've never been to jail or prison. I might be going there soon due to some circumstances of what's going on in my life right now, but, you know, whatever. People in jail, right? They know you're coming before you get there. They know what you did before you got there. Plus, these niggas got TVs and radios. How the fuck will they not know who the hell this guy is? Now, as I said, I don't know if he's in general pop. Hope we find out in this article. Because, for the simple fact, how the hell did he get stabbed? And I'm not taking up for him, for anybody that's watching. I'm not taking up for him at all. How the hell did he get stabbed if it's a known fact that R-worders, child abusers, cops, and domestic abusers as well, they should always be in solitary confinement. This is why. Because when you come to prison and the inmates know what you did, there is a death sentence on your life when you get there. Now, what we all know with R. Kelly is not being tampered with in jail. He's in general pop at that. But people know who he is. He sung beautiful songs. Most of the motherfuckers that's in there probably made love to his songs to they ladies, or, you know, since they in jail, whoever the hell they fucking in jail. But that's not important.
Bruh. Pause, nigga.
But what we should know is this. He got stabbed somehow. And it's not clear. It hasn't came out. Probably in this article it'll tell that as well. But at the same time, a lot of people are happy that he got stabbed, but a lot of people aren't happy that he didn't kick the bucket. Now, I'm not one of them people because I don't care either way. Either he serves his sentence or he makes it out alive. I really don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? So, because he should be in there for what he did. What happens to him while he's in there? Hey, it's in God's hands now. All right, it's in God's hands. As you can see, God allowed somebody to shank him, and he's pulling through. So whatever. But for the district attorney's office to say someone should be able to serve their time unbothered, nigga, you haven't been to jail. All right. you put people in jail. You haven't been to jail. You visit so you can follow up with your clients. But my dude, well, no, I'm sorry, you don't go there because you don't have to go there. You're not a defense attorney. Sorry. Well, they might have to go. Prosecuting attorneys might have to go to talk to the defendant. To get, I guess, explanations and stuff. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so anyway, let's get back to the video.
Prison for a lack of institutional control and transparency, and claiming Chauvin's family has received no update on his current condition or location, stating it appears to be indicative of a poorly run facility and indicates how Derek's assault was allowed to happen.
Find the defendant guilty.
In 2020, video capturing Derek Chauvin kneeling on George Floyd's neck for about 9 minutes rocked the world as Floyd cried out, "I can't breathe." Floyd's death sparked a massive nationwide wave of protests demanding racial justice, and an investigation found that Minneapolis and its police department engaged in a pattern or practice of race discrimination. Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother, speaking out about Friday's incident, telling the Associated Press he wouldn't wish for anyone to be stabbed in prison, stating, "I'm not going to give my energy towards anything that happens within those four walls because my energy went towards getting him in those four walls."
And some important context this morning. Chauvin, as part of his plea deal, was transferred from a high-security facility in Minnesota to that Tucson, Arizona prison. And experts tell us it's entirely possible that following this attack, he could be transferred to yet another prison. This after, by the way, the Supreme Court last week rejected Chauvin's appeal for his murder conviction. Savannah.
All right, Maggie Vespa, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching.
All right. Now, he's going to be shipped off to another prison. What I have to say to that is, who knows if it happens somewhere else. So, from a high, well, okay. This is good because when I read last week, and I just read just a little while ago, that his the facility that he was at has some issues with guards. They're not fully staffed the way that they should be. So one thing that an inmate will do is learn, every single route and what times they come to patrol or whatever. So if they have clocks in their cell or whatever, they'll check the clock. All right, he passed my cell today at, 1:05 p.m. And then the next go around is at 3:25. So I have an hour and some change of time, or an hour and some change, or 2 hours or so to do what I got to do before they come back around, right? So the inmate could have learned those patterns, could have learned where he was at, and, approached him, stab, 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 and then, Chauvin's probably hollering maybe, and guards come, oh shit, we gotta, stop the bleeding before he bleeds out and dies. Call a EMS get them here so they can, you know what I'm saying? We got to lock the inmates down. We got to lock the facility down. No one comes in or out unless they're EMS, right? Boom. So that happens. Then, you know, on the way to the hospital, they try to do the EMS work to try to do life-saving stuff to save him before he gets to the hospital. So then the ER doctors can try and get, well, they probably give those they probably give inmates a room instead of, you know, most ERs are open, some of them, not all. You know, probably just dividers, you know, for each bed, but I don't know. But you know, he probably had his own room. They probably did life saving techniques, got him stable. You know, he's gonna be in there for a while to heal up, and then, you know, they ship him off to wherever the hell he's going. All right, so let's get into the article. Let's see what the article says. So, once again, Derek Chauvin. Let me put myself in here as well. Derek Chauvin is expected to survive the recent prison stabbing attack he was involved in, authorities said. Earlier this week, Chauvin, 47, the former Minneapolis police officer who was convicted of murdering George Floyd, was stabbed in an Arizona prison. Now, Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara and a spokesperson for the state attorney General Keith Ellison. Ellison's office tell people in a statement that Chauvin is on the mend. I don't know what that means, but anyway, citing his agency's federal law enforcement partners, O'Hara said that Chauvin was in stable condition. Brian Evans, an Ellison spokesperson, meanwhile, said the Attorney General's office heard that Chauvin is expected to survive as of last Friday evening. A source familiar with the incident previously told the AP on Friday that Chauvin was seriously injured after another inmate attacked him in a federal correctional institution in Tucson, Arizona. The prison is medium security, but has been low staffed, causing a lack of security, according to the outlet. The Bureau of Prison, or BOP, later confirmed an unarmed inmate at the Tucson facility was attacked around 12:30 p.m. Last Friday. No employees were injured during the incident, a statement from the BOP read. Responding, employees initiated life-saving measures for one incarcerated individual. EMS was requested while life-saving efforts continued. The incarcerated individual was transported to EMS to a local hospital for further treatment and evaluation. The statement concluded. According to the BOP, the FBI has also been notified of the incident. Back in July 2022, Chauvin pleaded guilty to federal charges of violating the civil rights of George Floyd, a black Minneapolis man, by keeping his knee pressed on his neck during a May 25th, 2022 arrest, which resulted in his death. Chauvin was later sentenced to 21 years in federal prison, but he has a concurring, or he has, I believe that was what he has a state sentence and he has a federal sentence of a different thing. Sorry, his federal offense is him killing George Floyd. His state offense is for something else that he's serving time for as well. All right. So, yeah, that's it. That's all of the main topic. of what's going on with him. He's in stable condition. He's gonna make it. He's gonna pull through. But since he's been attacked, they're going to take him out to another facility. But real quick, I want to cover something. So, y'all's boy Diddy temporarily steps aside as chairman at Revolt in wake of lawsuits. So Diddy got, as of today, he has 4 lawsuits on him. Now, last week I brought up that a second and third person came forward. No, he has 5. Sorry. Or wait a minute. No, he has 4 currently. It's 5 altogether if you include the Cassie stuff, of which they said that the Cassie stuff, the 35-page document, was actually supposed to be 60 pages, but those other, what number is that? 20, 25? Yeah, it should be 25 pages that are missing. Let me check. Let me see if my math is right. 35 plus 25 is 60. Yes, I was right. So it's 25 pages that were missing out of the the lawsuit, because they're saying that the other 25 pages implicated some other things that Diddy and his lawyer probably didn't want out. Now, what are those things? Well, they're saying that, yes, Diddy had Cassie have or Diddy made Cassie order those male escorts / prostitutes, but they just, now this is speculation, allegedly, that those men weren't just for Cassie. They were also for Mr. Take That himself. Because it's implicated, the implication is that Diddy is bisexual. Now, I believe that, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I believe, you know what I'm saying? But, since he's been going through all of this and stuff like that, the other 2 lawsuits are filed by John Doe's. Now, is it sexual assault? Well, I guess we'll have to see when it comes up. But one of the women, I believe it was the second lawsuit that I said that I didn't have last week, which I still don't have it. But speculations are that you guys have been catching up on your Diddy news. Diddy and Aaron Hall took turns R-wording the young lady back in 91. Also, Aaron Hall is in some shit right now as well, because old interviews have came out of Aaron Hall talking about how Jodeci, and he knows how big his thing is, and they seen him fucking stuff, and some weird shit. He's Aaron Hall has also been in hot water because his baby mother, Gloria Velez. If you guys don't know who Gloria Velez is, go to the Ja Rule Holla Holla video. She's the girl that's either in the shiny green dress or the shiny blue dress. I believe it's blue. And she said years ago that Aaron Hall started dating her and she was only 16 years old. So, does the apple fall far from the tree? And I'm talking about Mr. R. Kelly himself. Because people back in the day used to say that R. Kelly took his style once he. What was his group's name? What was his group's name? I forgot what his group's name was. But they said once he left his group and went solo, R. Kelly took Aaron Hall's style. So does the apple fall too far from the tree? I not. Because this also was implicated that when Aaron Hall was trying to take Gloria Velez out of the country to Jamaica, that's when he found out Gloria was 16 years old and needed a parent and or guardian's permission to go out of the country. Basically, she needed a permission slip. That's basically what I'm saying. So that's when he found out. Remember when she was 16, she had their baby, their son together when she was 17 years old. Does the apple fall too far from the tree? All right, now let's get into this article. Diddy isn't about to let issues in his personal life take down the successes in his professional life, making the difficult decision to temporarily step aside from his role as chairman at Revolt. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ, and this is where I got this article from TMZ, Diddy decided he'd make the temporary move last week. We're told his goal is making a decision was not to allow the accusations he's facing to distract from Revolt's mission of success. Revolt is currently celebrating its 10th anniversary and doing well under the leadership of CEO Detavio Samuels and Chief Brand Officer Dion Graham. We're told Diddy is not involved in the company's day-to-day. The Grammys seating plan has been plunged into chaos by claims made against rapper Sean Diddy Combs. Organizers normally only have to worry about the egos of the stars in the room, but we can reveal that in the wake of R-word and SA allegations against the hip-hop star, several celebrity agents have asked for their clients to be seated away from him. As a result, several Academy officials are pushing to remove the billionaire superstar from the Grammy guest list. A Music Insider tells us the formal invitation go out this month. There conflict at the Academy as several voting members do not think it would be appropriate to invite Diddy. Some, including several high-profile African-American members, fear that inviting him sends the wrong message to audiences and the charities it supports. Several publicists have asked that their artists aren't seated by him. It's a logistical nightmare. Now let's stop there. I wouldn't want to sit next to this motherfucker either. Crazy thing, I'm wearing the same fucking color as this nigga, but I'm not implicated with this nigga in any shape, form, or fashion, all right? I was not touched by the diddler, all right?
Bruh. Pause, nigga.
Some say that allegedly Usher and Justin Bieber was. It's crazy that that line of people are implicated in Diddy's alleged diddling because Diddy helped Usher get to where he is, and Usher helped Justin Bieber get to where he is. So, does the apple fall too far from the tree? Meaning, did Usher do anything? And I'll keep it at that. Diddy's partnership with Capital Preparatory Schools has came to an end amid the ongoing essay allegations that he's been hit with. On Tuesday, Dr. Perry, the founder and head of schools for Capital Preparatory, released a statement regarding the severed partnership between the company and Diddy. According to the statement, the decision was made after a thorough evaluation that wasn't taken lightly. Following a comprehensive evaluation, a decision has been made to end the partnership between Capital Preparatory Schools and Sean Combs. Dr. Perry wrote in a statement shared on the school's official website. While this decision was not made lightly, we can firmly believe it is in the best interest of our organization's health and future. Now, people, I have a theory. I have a great theory. So, we all know who Jeffrey Epstein is and who we think he was implicated with, because there's no list to go off of that by and everything like that. And we all know he was a sexual deviant and he took advantage of young teenage girls, right? And he got convicted of that and also was mysteriously in jail. Now, we don't know how it happened because they said that the cameras were off at that time. His cellmate was implicated in killing him. We don't know if that's true or not, or if the dude worked for somebody to take him out, because he was a Russian that did it. I don't even think he spoke good English either, from what sources say. But under those circumstances, right? I wrote a Twitter post last night. I was at work. I was listening to several podcasts, throughout the day. I was adding some stuff from me, being there and stuff like that. So, certain ones, my list was getting short in my YouTube playlists. So I was going to look for things to listen to as I was working. But I came up with this theory because I was listening to a couple interviews from like Gene Dill and Mark Curry, ex Bad Boy artist and ex security guard, as well as hearing, updated news about Diddy and stuff like that. So I had an epiphany. Well, not really epiphany. I just had a thought, a theory. And I'm going to read my theory to you guys. Now, how can I do this? Can I put myself? No, I can't put myself over there. How about I do it like this so you guys can see it better? And then I hope you guys can see that good, because I can't enlarge it because it'll put some stuff off. So, this is what I said. What if, as we all know, Epstein has a list of celebrities, politicians, etc., and we have asked the public to show. Well, what I really meant was us as the public want the list to be shown, but somehow I fucked up my own writing. I looked at it after I posted it because I was trying to type it real fast before I got back to work. So also I said, what if everyone being accused of sexual misconduct are the people on the list, but we're not really paying attention? Food for thought, right? All right, now, how did I get to that? Because after hearing all this stuff about Diddy, I'm like, we've heard several names over the past 2 months. And those names are, from what I can remember off the top of my head, Russell Brand, Diddy, Jimmy Iovine, of which we have heard no more of, not even really an inkling of it. Newly, the NBA player, Jamie Foxx, and who else? Aaron Hall, and that's all I can think of off the top of my head right now. Right? All these people have been indicated and allegedly have had the what am I trying to say here? They have been basically accused of R wording or essaying somebody, right? So my whole thing is with the tweet, what if the people being accused of this stuff are the actual people on the list? So let's say that the list is being indirectly put out, but we're not really paying attention to what's going on. So, okay, the names that I've named so far, right? Now, I can't even say with a straight face that Aaron Hall was at the island. I can't say that with a straight face at all. So, so, but we got Diddy. Oh. Another name I'll throw out of not sexual assault, but just deviance. Just these niggas being nasty. It's Will Smith and Dwayne Martin. We have them as well. Well, pause.
Pause, nigga.
We have their names to add to it as well, for the simple fact that they was doing their thing. We heard, you know what I'm saying, by homie. But all I want to say is, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of my tweet? Do you think I'm reaching? Do you think that it's just a crock of shit? What I'm thinking, like I'm doing too much? I want to hear from you guys in the live chat and also in the comment section if you're watching this video after it's been published. But let's move on. That was just a quick, a quick thing I wanted to bring up real fast. Also give an update as well. But let's move into...
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Random topics of the week. What I have for you guys tonight with tonight's random topics overview is Miami rapper shoots manager after altercation happened between them, and Matt Rife catching backlash for comedy set. Okay, so this next story I'm about to bring to you guys, this shit is crazy. I don't even know if I'll get flagged for this. I don't know if I will or not. I'm not too sure. But I'll take my chances. So I got this article from the Miami Herald. Local rapper shoots her manager after being beaten down amid dispute. So this is what I have to show you guys. Um, what's going on with this? So let me bring it up.
Surveillance video obtained by NBC6 shows the moment a rapper allegedly shoots and kills her manager in front of the Wynwood walls back on October. Footage.
All right. So what you just saw was her shooting down her manager. Let's keep going.
Shows rapper known as Key Vhani, whose real name is Cavani Hicks, get out of the white Lexus parked on Northwest 2nd Avenue. The driver gets out of the car and he and the woman are seen arguing. The dispute gets physical and they start hitting each other. A second man gets out of the Lexus and also starts to attack Hicks. Then both men are seen on top of Hicks in the struggle. Video shows one man slamming Hicks to the ground. Moments later, all three get up.
Okay, I can't show that. I wasn't paying attention. Moving forward. All right.
Starts shooting as the men run. Her manager is hit and collapses on the street.
So he got hit, right? So what you'll see here, well, I won't even show it. Just pay attention to this section right here, all right? And that's all I'm a show of it. The driver, or I believe it was the bodyguard, runs her over with the car. I believe she broke a rib and she broke a leg. One of her legs got broken as well because the nigga ran over her. You saw the car pop up and down like he ran over her. Now, let me take the shit down before my damn stream gets flagged. So that's what the hell happened, right? Okay, so let's get into the article. A local rapper was beaten down in the street by her manager and driver last Monday in Miami's Wynwood neighborhood, authorities said. Moments later, she pulled out a gun and shot the manager. Key Vhani Camilla Hicks was charged with second-degree murder with a weapon. Let me put this better. Was a murder with a weapon as of Thursday. The 27-year-old remained in the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center. Hicks listed her job as singer on an arrest report and goes by the rap name Key Vhani. So that's Keyvhani. So she just broke up her first name to be her rap name. Around 1:30 a.m. Monday, Hicks, her manager, and the driver were in a white Lexus that stopped in front of Wynwood Walls, 2520 Northwest 2nd Avenue, according to a Miami police report. Through witness statements and video surveillance, Hicks was seen getting out of the car and walking toward the trunk. The driver does the same and looks visibly upset. The driver proceeds to open the trunk and argues with Hicks before grabbing and striking her, the report read. The manager also got out of the car and joined in on punching Hicks. Once they stopped, Hicks shot the manager several times. She was subsequently hit by the Lexus as the driver fled the scene, the report read. Miami officers arrived shortly thereafter and found the manager lying on the pavement suffering from multiple gunshot wounds to his torso. Hicks and the man were taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital, Ryder Trauma Center. The manager died from his injuries. Hicks was treated for non-life-threatening injuries after she was arrested. Hicks told officers she got into a fight with the driver after she asked him to open the trunk. The argument quickly turned physical while they were still in the car. Moments later, when the two men were attacking her outside the car, she said the driver pulled the manager off of her, giving her the space and time to grab her gun from her purse. Now let's stop there because, as we all know, Florida has stand your ground laws. Florida has stand your ground laws. So she got hit first, as the report said. I'm saying, dead men tell no tales. So the manager can't tell y'all what the fuck happened. So dead men tell no tales. So, with that being said, I find it interesting. Now, okay, yes, he was. So, if this goes to trial, she could possibly get off from it because it was shown on surveillance footage, her getting out of the car, her walking to the trunk, and then them attacking her. But at the same time, she could go to jail. This is why. Because we don't know what happened in the car before they got the Wynwood. And also, we don't have the driver's statement, which he can be implicated in a crime any damn way because he ran Key Vhani over. So it's a possibility that he could go to jail for maybe a couple months. Well, nah, that was attempted murder, so he could do life. Although she survived, but he hit her with a fucking a car. A car is a ton and some change. You know what I'm saying? Like she could have easily died from her injuries, but she didn't. But the manager did. So when thinking about what was that damn dude's name? What's Zimmerman's first name? I can't remember Zimmerman's first name. But you know what I'm saying? Although that's a different story, but when you look at it, damn, now I'm forgetting Trayvon Martin. When Trayvon Martin was piecing up Zimmerman, after the cops told him when he was on the phone with the cops and they said, please leave him alone. Right? Said, please leave him alone. Zimmerman pursued Trayvon anyway. While on the phone, you could hear, if you watched the trial, you could hear Zimmerman getting pieced the fuck up when he approached Zimmerman. Or when Zimmerman approached Trayvon. And then, Zimmerman shoots and kills Trayvon, and then the rest is history. So, with that being said, it's a possibility that she could get off from this. But she's also black, and she still has to face the system. So, we'll see what the hell happens after that. While that happens, if she gets convicted or not. But let me end this with, she noted the manager continued yelling threats at her as she was walking away. As his voice grew closer, she said she was in fear due to the manager's size, and upon hearing him yell, I'll kill you, with one hit. She turned and fired a series of shots at him, the report read. She tried to run across the street, but noticed the anger on his face and felt he was positioning himself to lunge at her, so she shot him again. Damn. That's all I gotta say. Jesus Christ. But that's crazy though, you know what I mean? Like that's fucking crazy. Hold on.
Matt Rife is facing backlash.
All right. But that's crazy though that happened because you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we don't know what was said in the car. So if we don't know what was said in the car, then we don't know what the hell really happened or what was going on. But by reading that last line of them being out of the car, that was the reason why she shot him several times, because he said, "I'll kill you with one hit." She turned around, said he was a nice sized dude, and felt him getting closer towards her. So she probably already had her hand in her purse while walking away. And once she heard him get closer, she just turned around and walked the nigga down. Bow, 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 trick or ta-chi. That's all she wrote, Cap. That was it. So, but to be honest, the motherfucker was running away. Like, I believe that will convict her right there. Because the nigga was fleeing. So, but I'm not a lawyer, so I don't, I can't implicate that she will or will not go to jail or whatever. So, nor am I a judge. So, and I don't know Florida law. So, although she was standing her ground, the assailant was also fleeing. So, who knows what will happen with that? But if I hear anything else, if I see anything else, afterwards, once her trial comes, and I see anything, I'll report back and tell you guys what's going on with this. But that has ended that story of the night. Let's get to the next story. So, I get this story from comingsoon.net, Matt Rife joke controversy. So, you guys don't know what the hell is going on or whatever. Matt Rife has a Netflix special that he has right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Matt Rife has a Netflix special right now, and his opening joke that he has is what's making everybody, every sensitive motherfucker feel some type of way about what he said. So let's see what this video entails, and then we can talk about it with the article, in my opinion. So let's do it.
Matt Rife is facing backlash. The comedian who rose to fame on TikTok sparked controversy by telling a joke about domestic violence in his new Netflix special, Natural Selection. The 28-year-old started the special, which was filmed in Washington, D.C., by telling a story about the time he saw a hostess with a black eye at a Baltimore restaurant.
I've only been to Baltimore one time. I ate lunch there, and the hostess who seats you at the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye. It wasn't like, what happened? Yeah, it was pretty obvious what happened. But we couldn't get over the fact that we were like, this is the face of the company? Like, this is what you have greeting people? And my boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like they should put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face, And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
So, that punchline is what's causing a stir amongst the far left. The progressives, the sensitive ones, as I like to call them. They're basically saying that his joke isn't funny, it's insensitive, it's towards women, and you don't know how many women go through DA and blah 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 blah, and you're joking about it. It's not funny, and a lot of people are saying, well, I never really thought that he was funny and stuff like that. I'm like, man, if y'all don't shut the fuck up, shut all the way the fuck up. Because if you guys listen to the joke, you will know that it's structurally sound, the joke is, as well as, although, yes, he is poking fun of DA, but at the same time, you gotta let an artist rock, especially a comedian. Look, how many times have y'all heard a Corey Holcomb joke? One of Corey Holcomb's most notorious, a couple of Corey Holcomb's most notorious jokes. Here's one. One of Corey Holcomb's most notorious jokes is, if you're mad at your bitch, you don't close fist her. You hit her with an open hand smack. It's like rebooting the system. God damn it! Like that's his joke. That's his joke. Another one, which you can see on Shaq's All Star, is him talking about flushing a fetus down the toilet. All right, and he what's the word? He basically makes the fetus sentient. Basically, like he basically makes the fetus go, "Bye, daddy." He's like, "Bye, motherfucker. I didn't know your ass no way." Like, it's funny. It's funny if you understand where he's going with it. But at the same time, it is hitting a social topic that should be talked about, right? Abortion, domestic violence, whatever. Like, it all should be talked about. So, with that being said, it's like, come on now, like, y'all really gonna cancel a dude for his opinion? Like, get out of here. Like, quit being so damn sensitive. Like, it's disgusting. So let's get into the article. So, the 23-year-old stand-up comedian Matt Rife has found himself amidst controversy after his latest Netflix special, Natural Selection. But what is the story behind it, and why is Rife's latest comedy special being bombarded with so much hate? Here's all you need to know. In his opening segment, Matt Rife joked about domestic violence, and which has not been received well by the audience. No, by a partial piece of his audience, not all of his audience. All right. Starting the show, Rife described a trip to a restaurant with his friend where a woman with a black eye served him. He and his friend argued about why the woman who was the receptionist or the recipient of domestic violence. See, the way that they're writing this article is a bunch of bullshit. Because for the simple fact, the person writing the damn thing doesn't even understand the joke at all either. So they're basically framing it as, oh, well, he was making fun of domestic violence and he doesn't care about domestic violence and blah, blah, blah. No, you're getting it all fucking wrong. The damn boy is basically describing his trip to the restaurant, and the hostess, the first person you'll see in a restaurant, has a black eye. Now, that could be because, yes, she is being abused at home, or she got into a fight, or something hit her in her eye. We don't know. All we know from the joke, he saw a woman with a black eye. That's all we know. That's all we know. All right? Now, Okay, so who was the recipient of domestic violence? Was made to serve and not given some other duty in the kitchen. Okay, so that part right there is exactly what they're upset about. It's not the domestic violence part, because those fucking far leftists are fucking fickle as a motherfucker. What they're upset about is he's saying, well, why wouldn't the manager just put her in the kitchen for the remaining time that she has this black eye? Basically saying, why isn't this woman in the kitchen, as if he's saying some barbaric shit. No. Which would be a good call. Put her in the kitchen instead of having her in front of people. Because that shit's embarrassing. The girl has a black eye. She probably doesn't even want to even be out in the kitchen. I mean, I'm sorry. As the hostess. Probably that's her only job. So I'm saying they probably could train her to chop some onions or something up in the fucking kitchen, like, or peel some potatoes or whatever. Like, she doesn't have to do like a whole bunch of shit, just something to keep her busy for however many hours she's working. But that's the exact part where they're upset at, because it's like, well, why wouldn't she go into the kitchen? So let's go back to the article. Then Rife jokes saying, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have the black eye. Now, putting this all together, a woman's role, domestic violence. That's what they're actually mad about. That's exactly what they're mad about. Because they're basically thinking, how could he say that a woman deserves being in the kitchen and she should be beat for it if she doesn't think that she should be? That's not what he's saying at all. That's not what he's saying. But y'all don't understand nuance in language all that well. You took it as, oh, well, he thinks that women should be beat if they're not in the kitchen. That's not what he's saying at all. But, I'm saying, y'all are the joke experts, not the comedians. Y'all are the joke experts, so. Anyway. Implying that a woman got beaten because she couldn't cook hasn't gone down well. You see what I'm talking about? It has been seen as a sign of him pandering to toxic masculinity.
Bruh.
I swear to God, yeah. These motherfucking leftists is a bunch of fucking fools. What the fuck is toxic masculinity other than just masculinity? This is what the soy boys and those feminists don't fucking understand. When you're a man, when you have testosterone, you want to do shit. And some of that shit is being around women. Not only just being around just one woman sometimes, you want to be around a whole flock of them bitches. And this is where you get the peacock. No, these feminists don't understand what peacocking means. Peacocking is basically when you're just touting and making yourself known around women. You're peacocking. You're trying to pick, or you're trying to have women pick you. This is where the whole pick me shit comes in, when these fucking feminists be like, well, why is she such a pick me? It's like, she wants to get chose, dumbass. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I throw my hands up with this bullshit. This is just stupid. It's stupid. It's not toxic masculinity. Probably 70 some odd percent of Matt Rife's audience are women. women. Why? He's a handsome guy, pause.
Bruh.
Pause, nigga.
Women find him attractive, and when women find a man attractive, they either want to do one or two things. They might want to fuck him, or they might just want to know who he is from the inside. Anyway, Matt Rife's joke about domestic violence hasn't gone well, especially with the female demographic whom he amassed via TikTok, and now his entire special has met with major backlash. As per fans and Rife himself, he mostly attracted the female demographic on TikTok, which got him popularity. Rife apologized to fans on his Instagram story, which met with more backlash as the comedian got accused of ableism after that. Now, this is what they mean. Because when he did his apology, which was a spoof, he spoofed his apology because he was like, I'm not fucking apologizing for my damn jokes. What's wrong with these people? So, what he did was, he posted a link after his apology. And the link goes to, get this, how to buy helmets for the disabled. Pure fucking genius. Pure fucking comedic genius. For him to do a spoof apology, and then have people go to a website where you can find helmets for disabled people. The shit is fucking genius. Like, he understands who he is as a goddamn comedian, and how to deal with a crowd or a group of people who don't feel as though that your jokes are tasteful. He handled it perfectly. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Pause, nigga.
On what he did, because to me personally, I'm not apologizing for my damn jokes either. Like, it's like, who the hell do y'all think y'all are to tell me that I need to feel some type of way about the jokes I'm telling? Like, nigga, these jokes is making me money. Like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Like, no, I will not adhere to your bullshit demands at all. Was the joke insensitive? Could be in nature, but you don't understand what the fuck I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that the woman should be beat. No, I'm just saying this as if I'm mad. I'm not saying the joke as if I want women to be beat for not being in the kitchen. I'm basically saying, why the fuck who's running this place will have this woman in the open with a black eye? Jesus Christ. And if the woman is being abused at home, then she should call the cops. Call the I don't know if Baltimore have sheriffs or not. Baltimore sheriffs or whatever. The sheriff's department, the state police, the local Baltimore police. If they handle calls like that, as corrupt fuck as Baltimore is, Jesus Christ. But come on now. Anyway, let me continue this. It remains to be seen what happens next. Netflix hasn't yet responded to any criticism about Matt Rife's joke, and the comedy special remains available to watch. Because this is what Netflix is thinking. If it has views and the views are going up and it stays in the algorithm for people wanting to watch this, ain't shit we can do. It ain't shit we can do. But that has concluded the random topics portion of tonight's show. If anybody would like to call in, you can. Um, go right ahead, hit that number, or you can hit the link. It's sitting right there in the live chat. So go ahead and do yourself a favor, and go ahead and hit that shit, dog. I want to hear from you. Any takers? Nobody wants to come up? No? Come on, I don't bite. Come on now. Get up here. Either call the number or hit the link. All right, you have until now until the show ends. I'm gonna get into the show summary, so you have until now until the end of the show. So, show summary. Talked about Tiffany Haddish and her DUI situation, as well as me going to cover her either last week or the week before with her whole staff situation that she has going on. She basically said that her staff is ungrateful. That's basically what she said, and that's that. Got into the to Keke Palmer and her baby dad and mom situation of what's going on with that. We won't know anything until I guess spoke on the Derek Chauvin situation. He was stabbed. I covered it last week, as well as this week. I basically gave a summary of what happened last week, and then I got into the update this week about it. Then I got into Key Vhani, a Miami rapper who shot and killed her manager that basically put hands on her, told her he was going to kill her with one hand. She basically said, not today. And she busted shots. Then we got to the Matt White controversy. Really, it's like the left, like Democrats who are far left, they are making it real hard for conservatives. Like, just think about the last comedy we saw. corded instead of cordless, because it's better if you have corded headphones with a workable mic, a mic that actually works and sounds good. All right, I don't mean a headset you got from like the dollar store because it won't be good sound whatsoever. So please just do me that favor, all right? And last, second to last, please like this video, subscribe if you're new here, hit that bell icon, and also get on